Watercooler. Watercooler. Watercooler.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are here. We are here. We made it. Welcome to Watercooler, episode number 345. Also known, though, as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69. We hit the
Fuck
FiveBanger,
yeah,
baby.
dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, see, Dawson's excited. Dawson, oh, look at us. Bravo, you guys. Bravo. You know, we started this podcast. I didn't think we were going to hit 69 5 times, but here we are. Here we are. And I'm so pumped. Matt is
Struggling.
Yeah, dude, what's going on there?
Claws are master.
Well, we got a great show lined up, everybody. And before we get to that, I want you to introduce the crew with me today. Gary Smith.
What's up?
Hey, Gary. Mike Dawson's here.
FiveBanging, bro.
FiveBanging. Kalen Bean's in the room.
What's going on, guys?
Wow.
What's
this
up?
This feels good. This feels good.
FiveBanger.
I like how
I had
we're
to
all,
show up.
The audio quality, it's just nice that we're all in the same room together. It's
fantastic.
And Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother. It's like I'm in the room
It's just
sitting
like-
by waiting for you to say what you're going to say for an extra 2 seconds before I respond.
Yeah. Was that delay on purpose? I felt like that one was...
I hope he exaggerated it because it's going to be a long show if not.
Guess time will tell, Gary. Time will tell.
And yeah, so look, we did it. We're here. We got a lot of great show lined up. Kalen's going to flick some bean. Matt's going to shay some bay. And we are going to get to it.
Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be great, but that sounds like we just have show lined up. Like,
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing special happening aside
That's
from
what we do.
One of our hosts is back in studio like he used to
Again?
be every week.
Well,
Again,
Kalen
for 2
being
weeks
in
in a
the
row?
room,
Yeah.
Kalen being in the room is the big thing. That was always planned. And then he just decided to come last week and kind of really ruined this big reveal, right?
Yeah.
Because last week when he came in the studio, that was like a last minute thing, and this was always planned. Oh, Kalen's coming to studio. We've been texting about it. We've been talking about it for weeks, maybe even months. Oh, Kalen, he'll make an in-person appearance again for the FiveBanger, and then last week's like, hey guys, I'm around. Oh, can I come on? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But now this doesn't feel as special, dude.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'll wait till the six banger before I come in again. How about that?
You could come in earlier. It's all right. But yeah, we're just gonna do it. Look, give the people what they want. You don't want to do a crazy podcast special and then it's literally that's Fonzie jumping the shark.
Yeah, I thought about going out to get hats over the weekend, and then I decided, no, I'm not doing that.
I wrote down some facts about the number
great.
69.
Oh, here we go.
Chris, you love facts. You love facts. All we do when we do our movie nights is Chris wants to tell us facts about the movie.
I tried Jumanji facts one time, and oh my god, I got shot down real quick. I came in hot with the facts. You're like, Chris, we should just be talking. Why are you bringing these up? All right, Matt, give us your facts.
Well, I don't know. I just thought it's a big episode for us. It's the FiveBanger. We should really put a little extra oomph into it.
Okay.
Also, we started like
Let's see what you
25
did.
minutes later than we were supposed to, so I had to kill some time. So I just started researching.
Oh,
That's what I do.
A lot of shade coming through that TV over there.
We're actually not 25
that's
minutes
great.
late. We're 23 hours early.
Yeah.
because
Oh, nice.
To line up with a now non-existent for crying out loud.
yeah, we typically record on Tuesdays, but we decided to get this one out earlier because for Kalen's sake.
Well, I'm not going to be around tomorrow. So, yeah.
And
Thank you,
we had
everybody,
to
for
have you in
moving
studio.
schedules. Yes.
All right, so Matt, lay down these 69 facts.
Well, let me just start off by saying if you go to the Wikipedia page for 69 parentheses sex position, there is a straight up cartoon of a girl and a dude 69, like wiener and everything, which shocked me. I did not expect to see such graphic imagery on Wikipedia.
Like a
Who's on
JPEG,
top?
like a
they
JPEG
put
or,
on top?
or MP4.
the girl's on top, which as a dude makes the whole experience of looking at the image extra weird. But good luck with that, Gary. I can see you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
but
Gary, don't
here's what I
don't
learned.
look at 69
Jesus
cartoons.
Christ, that is aggressive.
Yeah, that is graphic.
Holy shit.
That's on Wikipedia.
When Matt said it was a cartoon, this was not what I expected. Dawson, for the love of Christ.
Oh, wow.
Put it up for everybody.
Yeah,
Put it
Chris.
up for everybody on YouTube.
We're good. We're good.
There you go.
I want to keep
got
the
cool.
I also
YouTube
found
channel.
out.
I'm
was
not
trying to
good,
figure out.
Gary. I'm not letting you take down this one, too.
Hey, how dare you? That's on fucking. All right, fine. It's kind of on me.
All right, lay down some facts on there that there's a crazy cartoon.
Yeah, well, that was just one of the many facts.
But instead
that
of
I wrote
cartoon, it's
down.
a drawing. It's not a cartoon.
It's a drawing.
Yeah.
It's like
It's got like colors though. It's
yeah.
not just like a pencil sketch. It's someone colored that in.
But cartoon, I'm thinking I'm thinking either cartoon characters, thinking maybe animation, maybe a cartoon
All right, well,
comic strip.
I don't want to oversell it. Okay, guys,
You
it's
did.
not Simpsons,
No.
Family Guy porn.
There's
all right?
no
It's
thought
just
bubbles.
like a really, really graphic drawing on a Wikipedia page. The earliest representation of 69 as like a sex thing is apparently on a preserved oil lamp from the Roman Caesar period. So this is a tradition that's just going back
Tradition.
millennia.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Have some turkey 69,
Yeah. it's
All right, that's a very Roman thing to do. The vomitoriums, the big orgies. 69ing was just in full order over there,
Yeah.
All right, let me figure
Chris
out.
knows. He's been
what else
to
we
Italy.
got here.
I was just in Italy. There are tons of 69ing out there.
Yeah. Jen listening to this? Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, not.
All right.
She remembers.
I meant it was
She
all. I
remembers.
meant it was all around Italy. Like I'm not saying that. Yeah, I
We
really
get it.
should.
You went all over Italy with her.
No, no, I'm saying that all the other people were.
All right, you guys are going to like this one. In science, the atomic number 69, when you look at a periodic table of the elements, the atomic number for thulium, which is used in X-ray devices and high-efficiency lasers, like military technology. So I think that's another thing that just makes the number 69 so powerful. It's got like special fucking laser components to it. So just remember that.
That's a
next time
stretch.
you're
Thank
getting
you.
lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Matt's acting a foolium over there.
All right. Now I got another one here. So we've all seen the South Park meme where they go nice, and we all do that. That's like kind of
Classic.
part of the whole thing with the 69. Some people don't know though that it's it's season 10, episode 10 of South Park. The episode is called Miss Teacher Bangs a Boy. So again, if you're looking for some entertainment, you should check that one out. And last fact that I wrote down.
What does that have
does
to do with
with
69?
What the fuck?
Because
Yeah,
people frequently use
That's why I
that
do the meme.
nice meme anytime someone says 69 on the internet. But it was a long way to get there.
And then finally, according to the Kama Sutra, the 69 position is called the Congress of a Crow.
See, this
We all
is
know birds aren't real, so this is really coming full circle.
yeah. So this is why I didn't want to do anything
What's up,
special
Chris?
for the FiveBanger. This is what I was talking about.
Jesus.
No, I appreciate the 69 facts, Matt, and you're right. I mean, it goes all the way back to Roman times. It's the oldest form of human reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Thank you. I can't even speak right now, and it's just it's just a funny number always. All right.
I had to explain what the FiveBanger was to Ben shortly before we started. I was about halfway.
Why?
He asked.
Why would he not know that?
I don't know. He's apparently not listening very closely. But yeah, it was. I got about halfway through the explanation, and I really wanted to not be talking anymore.
Yeah.
That's how we count.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a new form of counting things, and that's why we do it. So I'm really happy. I mean, look, we've hit episode 100, 200, 300, all the 50s, all the half century marks, whatever. These ones feel really special though. This
Yeah.
is what I'm talking about. So
I feel like, especially after learning all of those facts, it's like extra special now.
that really brought me over the
You
top.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt really special, but hearing some of those facts, that it was nice.
It was a celebration.
nice.
It was truly a celebration.
All right. Well, Dawson,
What?
you just got back from Vegas.
Yeah, 24. Quick 20. Actually, it turned into 22 hours.
What happened?
I got to Burbank.
Nothing can stop the
Thursday at about 11:45 for a 12:45 flight, and every 30 minutes they just said it's delayed, it's delayed, it's delayed, it's delayed. It's
Oh, so they
delayed."
do that thing where they probably know it's going to be delayed 3
Yeah.
hours, but they'll just go, it'll be 20 minutes.
Right.
And then at the 15-minute
Incremental
mark,
delays.
oh, we another 20. Sorry, guys.
So I ended up getting drunk at the airport, then getting
Oh,
on a plane
just-
at Burbank.
Just
Bored, just sitting there for 4 hours. What the fuck else are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Whiskey and C minus.
Were you shooting it?
I just had one shot of Jameson.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of beers. Got on a plane like 4 o'clock.
Aren't you worried?
Thought you liked that.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Aren't you worried about getting drunk? What was that?
It was a golf. It's labeled claw golf grip. Apparently, someone saw a golf grip that's being called that.
Aren't you worried about getting too drunk that you missed the flight, though?
Well, yeah, that's always in the back of your mind. That's why after every few beers, you go back to the gate and just make sure, all right, they didn't change anything.
Yeah.
And at one point they did. They changed the gate on me.
See? That's what I'm
So
talking about.
yes, I am concerned about that. And
Yeah.
that's why I keep getting up to go check shit out.
Yeah, let's make sure. But you finally got to Vegas.
Finally, landed at like 5:15 on Thursday. Had to go to Faster Pussycat. They were playing at like 10 o'clock at Vamped.
That's a real band.
That's a real band.
Yeah.
80s hair rock band. And went and played went and saw the Kiss Museum, which is inside the Rio, I believe it is. And it's just
Who'd you go with?
my buddy Izzy.
So you and Izzy went to the Kiss Museum?
Went to the Kiss Museum, looked at more Kiss memorabilia than you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
They put their name on fucking everything.
Oh yeah, they're entrepreneurs.
That's
mean-
that was one of the wildest experiences about going to Gene Simmons' house. It
Yeah.
is a Kiss museum.
Well, essentially what they did for this, they brought 3 truckloads of Gene Simmons shit.
Right.
And in most cases, they just threw a bunch of shit into a display cabinet. Just like, okay, this is all cellophane wrapped. We don't know what the fuck to do with it. Just threw it into a fucking display cabinet. And, hey, look at that.
When we were at his house, I would say that there was easily 2,000 square feet worth of space, and it was on 2 different floors, and the ceilings were about 14 foot high, and it was just display cases. All of it was display cases. I mean, it was an unimaginable amount of shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Probably on a surprisingly smaller level than what Gene's house would be. But then they also had black light, fucking glow in the dark, Kiss themed Pee Wee golf,
Yeah.
which sounds a lot better than it really was.
You have to put the ball up Gene Simmons' tongue.
That's at the very end.
Yeah.
I might be remembering this wrong, but I think there might be a fish tank in there because I learned about that on that show Tanked, where those guys in Vegas make the crazy fish tanks.
I don't remember seeing one, but there may be.
Yeah.
But it was kind of overrated.
Good show.
And it was neat to play some
Big fan.
some Pee Wee golf. I haven't played since I was a kid, but it's just a bunch of curbs, and you just hit a ball and hit a bunch of curbs and try to get in the hole, and there's a Kiss thing.
Sounds like
Okay.
you're very good.
Yeah, I did it. Don't need to do it again.
Yeah. How much of Gene Simmons' house is lucite?
At least 30%.
Wow. Yeah, he has a lot of stuff to display.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. So action figures.
Yep, every
Apparel.
action figure imaginable. Surprisingly,
Kiss-
there was a lot of Kiss Hello Kitty stuff.
Oh, I'm sure they collabed with Sanrio. Sure. Is Kiss bigger as bigger than their music? Does that make sense? Like just who they are as characters? Is it bigger than their actual songs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that there are more people on earth who know who Kiss is than can name one Kiss song.
Yeah.
I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, look, their branding is epic. I mean, it's just they clearly they got after it early, and they just, you're right, did collab with everyone. I can't even remember what the brand is, but I had forgotten that this was like 5 years ago that I went to his house. When I left, he sent me with swag, and one of them was like a little like plush toy. I can't remember the brand, but it was a collab with this toy brand.
Oh, nice.
And last week, my son saw it on a YouTube video and was like, I want one of those. And my wife was like, you know what? I have one in the closet from 5 years ago.
Wow.
That's Kiss themed. And I came out of my office at one point and he was playing with it.
That's why Gary Jr. is watching Kiss videos on YouTube.
He was watching whatever the stuffed animal collab was. Like some kid was playing with this brand of stuffed animal, and he said, I want whatever, Funko Pop. Not that, but something like that. And my wife remembered that we had Kiss-themed ones of them.
Oh, the Funko Pops?
Not-
Those are big.
Not that, but something
Okay.
similar.
Funko Pops are the new Beanie Babies, right? Like, just collect them all, and they're always just releasing new ones.
Yeah, I
guess
guess
so.
I could see that.
Yeah, because everyone, like, Kaylin, you should be the one that had to answer this because you were the big Beanie Baby guy.
I was a big Beanie Baby guy, and I do have one Funko Pop doll, which is of Walter White, and I got Bryan Cranston to sign it when he came in here to the studio, and that's one of my more prized possessions.
It really is. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going in the Bean Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Walter White Funko Pop. Yeah, I don't think I have any.
I don't.
Oh, I did. I had a Rick and Morty one. It was Birdman.
Yeah, I think did I get that for you? I think I got you.
I forget. Was
How
that
does-
I think I got that for you
How do none of us have the Joe Coy one?
I don't know.
because you didn't bring any in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have left with a Gabriel Iglesias one if we wanted to a few weeks ago. They were being pretty chill.
He definitely has a ton too. Yeah, I don't. Do you collect anything, Doss?
Corks.
Guitars.
No, but he doesn't have like a collection of like he has
Just every
some.
laminate from every event I've ever worked. That's about it.
Is that so
It's
you
my
can?
biggest collection?
Is that so when the cycle repeats, you can get backstage with your old one?
No, but I've done that before.
Yeah, I've done. When I go to all the car events with Adam.
I showed up to one show with last year's pass, and they're like, "No, that's not good anymore." They gave me this
Oh,
year's
wow,
pass.
they ju-
Yeah. Sometimes it works out that way.
That's impressive. I have a collection of wristbands and passes that when we go to the car shows, because I used to get into like all the suites at all the big car events, but then they got pretty good with the changing the wristbands up. But now I just look and I have such a big collection because I've gone for almost a decade now that I just look over the color wristband they're wearing, and I have that one already, and I just put it on. It just says the wrong year, but they don't really check the year.
I believe it's one of the members of Blink on Cribs. He was showing what he collects, which is he steals the key from every hotel room that they ever go to. So he's got like 4 giant boxes of cards, and then he's got a giant like comically sized key ring that would like fit around your neck. That's got like hundreds of keys from all the different hotel rooms they've stayed in.
I was thinking of doing that, but those take up a lot of space. If the second you kind of look at them all together.
Yeah, I tried to do it for like a few months, and then at one point I looked down in my drawer and was like, "This is absolutely useless and dumb," and I just threw them all away.
Matt, do you collect anything other than 69 facts?
The last big collection that I had was like my DVD collection, which is
That's a
been featured
collection.
on this
Yeah,
pod
that-
many a
that-
time.
And why are
That's
you saying it as
definitely a
though it's no
collection.
longer there? It's there. You still got that, right?
Well, I'm just saying you can still see it barely in the corner of
Are
my
you still
screen
collecting?
fact. But no, I don't really collect that anymore. I have a pretty sizable board game collection that started. I don't know if I would really call that collecting. The closest thing I could think of, and you tell me, I don't know if this counts as a collection, but we have so many Halloween decorations, including like Funko figurines and stuff. Does that count as a collection? It's on display for a month.
I don't think so.
Maybe
No.
if you have some like really old, kind of valuable or memorable ones, then I might include it as a collection. But if it's just, hey,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
I think collectors kind of have to have that one part too, where it's like, oh, I have to complete my collection by going and getting this this piece here and going above and beyond to find this particular piece.
Yeah,
I think
but
a
I feel like-
record collection counts as a collection.
yeah,
Yeah, it does.
If you have a good one, I think.
Sure.
But I mean, isn't that the point of a collection? Is like it's not really finishable. Like there's always going to be that one thing.
Yeah, I used to have those. They used to sell them on TV. But I actually got one for a birthday or something where it was a coin collection of all the
I know.
states.
Yeah, the map.
The map of all the states and had the
I never completed mine.
the holes, and you just because it was like every 4 years they'd release.
Another state.
Every four coins every year, I think it was right.
Right. I think that is right.
Something, and you would just collect all the states, and I never completed mine too. It just took too long, and I got too old, and I wanted to spend those coins.
What do you collect, Chris?
I don't collect anything. Yeah, there's nothing that.
You collect signatures on that guitar back there.
I guess, but even that, I've even been slacking on that. We've had musicians, and I keep forgetting to ask them to sign it too. So I don't know. Yeah, I do have a lot of guitars, but I don't know if I consider that a collection or not. Maybe.
I think you need like a couple. Again, you need a couple like valuable ones.
You
like
know,
a couple memorable.
Yeah, you know who's a big guitar collector is Dr. Bruce. He's an insane guitar collector. Yeah. When we talk, he's such a gear nerd. It's pretty fun to talk to him about guitars, and he'll just text me all the new stuff he gets all the time. But he's if you want to talk about collection,
he's also pretty nerdy with cars, surprisingly. That was what he and I would always talk about. Is like he's always got his eye, and it's cool because it's like in like 2017 he'll have his eye on like a 2005 BMW M5 because it's like just old enough that it's affordable, but he can still it's still got the power or whatever. He gets into weird stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
He kind of hones in and focuses on that stuff.
Yeah.
I just got back from the Hollywood Bowl, or the Bowl as I like to call it, Gary.
Yeah.
The Matt, you would probably dig this. I saw the LA Philharmonic play live, and they would play during Back to the Future. They played the entire movie, and the whole score was taken out of the movie, and the LA Philharmonic just played over it. And
That's awesome.
It was mixed perfectly, so you kind of forgot that they were even like the music and the score that you're hearing during all those iconic scenes was being played live in front of you because you're just watching the movie and actually enjoying just how great of a film that is.
So you're at a drive-in movie theater.
It was, but the thing is, everyone's outside, and the place is packed. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched Back to the Future in front of a huge crowd, but everyone just erupts. They clap at all the right times. It makes it so fun. I think it kind of enhanced everything. Rewatching the movie that I've seen, I don't know, not a million, but probably close to like 50 times.
870,000 times?
Yeah. I've seen it so many times. But, hearing them play the score, and David Newman, I think he's Randy Newman's nephew or something, or son maybe, I don't know. He was conducting. He's a big film score, too. He does a lot of comedies. But, yeah, it was just crazy seeing the LA Philharmonic play the Back to the Future theme. I felt like I was at Matt's old work at Universal Studios because they would play that into all the speakers whenever you'd walk around Universal Studios.
Yeah, I went there and they were doing A New Hope, so I experienced the same thing.
Oh, you saw Star Wars?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that must have been pretty fun too.
Yeah.
And it was one of those places. It felt like a Rush concert. The boys' bathroom line out the door. At all the bathrooms over there. Probably the same for you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Back to the Future still holds up. It's really phenomenal. And watching the LA Philharmonic, I felt like I was really cultured.
I feel like
while
we're
watching Biff,
not due, but they're
Kristen
going to try
Cutler's
and
head.
remake a Back to the Future soon, right?
No.
They fucking better
They can't.
not.
No,
At
because it
some
still
point
holds
they're
up.
gonna-
There's no
or
reason.
maybe not remake, but do some sort of, like the newer Ghostbusters was, kind of a new generation.
Yeah.
They won't be able to
They're
resist.
not
They'll
going to
do it.
leave that
They'll do it.
franchise alone
They'll do it.
forever.
He's right. Yeah, Hollywood can't help itself. I mean, look, they're remaking Roadhouse
Oh, they are.
with Conor McGregor.
I didn't know that.
You
but
didn't
that's
know that?
awesome.
No. Connor-
I heard they were
Jake
remaking it.
Gyllenhaal.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was
It's
in it.
Jake
It's
Gyllenhaal.
with Jake Gyllenhaal,
and Conor
but-
McGregor.
I'm
Oh my
already in.
God.
So
I'm
am I.
already so in.
I'll be watching it, no doubt. But it's just so ridiculous. Like Conor McGregor can't act. Like, what are we doing here?
He's not fighting anymore, right?
Yeah, he is.
Like he calls everyone out, but I can't imagine he's still like training. He's not
showman.
training like he used to be.
No.
no, but I mean, he's at the moment he's huge. He's he's way too big to fight at the division that he normally fights at.
Is Conor McGregor? Okay, My question is because he gets in a lot of scuffles and a lot of public.
He's a trash talker.
He's a trash talker, but at the end of all of his matches, he is the best. He has the best sportsmanship out of any athlete that I see because he's very humble even after losses. And do you guys notice that?
He is very gracious in defeat.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think he's a showman and he knows how to promote a fight. I think cocaine's awesome, and I think that once he got a couple $100 million, he started getting erratic and throwing dollies at buses and shit.
And to be fair, he was not very chivalrous when he lost after breaking his leg. I believe he was like trash talking his opponent's wife and like bringing her into it. That was not quite.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like the normal Connor.
That one haunted me. I deleted that one from memory, Kalen.
That one did a number on my dad. All the brothers in my family were like, let's all watch the UFC. And we've done this twice now. And we like go over to my dad's house and we get a bunch of like ribs and stuff. My dad absolutely does not have any interest in watching grown men fight each other in MMA, but he wants to hang out with his kids, so he does it. And it was that one, and then I can't remember who the other one was, but both times we've tried to do it, there have been violent leg breaks that they show in replay over and over and over again.
Anderson Silva, was that the other one?
Anderson Silva was one of them, but this was more
remember.
recent.
Yeah.
But it's just they show it over and over.
Yeah,
and
why
over
do they do
in
that?
slow-mo.
Nobody wants to see that again.
My dad is just sitting there eating ribs, horrified. Like, why am I paid for this?
I still think about that Gordon Hayward injury that we were
Yep,
watching
yeah.
back here. I remember exactly where I was.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
that Celtics game.
Yeah.
Like we were all watching together. I'm like, oh my god, his leg broken, And I think it's like Kevin Harlan on the mic, or I forget who it was. Like, oh my god, his leg is. It was haunting. Yeah.
I'm realizing, as somebody who never watched a lot of sports, I missed out on this essentially public trauma that you guys all experienced.
It's ruined me.
All the broken bones and things that I've seen are all simulated in a movie or something, which is more upsetting to Chris apparently. But I'm just realizing I don't have these memories of watching my idols getting their bones crushed in the middle of an event.
Well, lucky you, Matt. You guys do some comments?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Now it's time for listener
Alrighty, and I just want to remind everybody, all of these comments come from our Facebook group community. Please join it. It's really easy. It's free. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in.
Probably.
Yeah, and it's my favorite place on the internet. Highly, highly recommended. All right, this first comment comes from Edison Tapala.
Tapatio.
We're okay.
I'm bringing it back for the FiveBanger.
Sure, dude.
It's better than fucking
figured.
69 facts.
I don't know. I like the 69 facts.
Me too. I'm kidding.
I didn't know that about the lasers.
I kid.
All right.
Fool you.
Now you can use that.
All right. This first one, Edison writes, growing up, my family never did the pull my finger routine. Instead, my genius father and his brothers had a diabolical move that I and all of my cousins fell victim of at least once, and occasionally we'd let our guard down and be bombarded with again. He would pretend he was reaching for an itch on his back somewhere and ask one of us to help out.
I love it.
And as soon as you were helping and in range, he would let one out point blank.
So good.
It was a move that can Dawson's loving
So
it.
good.
It was a move that can only be described as masterful. We got a kick out of every time, and even more so when you were the observer and saw it about to happen to some
Gotta do
unwitting
that.
victim.
Oh man, I hope I remember that. It's so good.
Yeah, and he says, I have a second fart story about what would become my ex-girlfriend. Wow. But you're going to have to subscribe to Patreon to read that one.
I was recounting a fart story with my wife last night. That made me laugh. One time, it just so happened that my wife was just inside the bedroom door of our master bedroom, and I, standing in the doorway, let the biggest fart go, and then just refused to move. And she froze. She has a giant room behind her that she could have run away into to get away from the smell, and she just froze and became obsessed with the fact that she had no exit from the room.
Yeah.
It's called flatulent paralysis.
Yeah. And
that's a thing.
I made myself cry last night retelling the story. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, just trying to break through.
By the way, my wife has washed every towel in my house.
Okay, we'll get to that. But thanks, Edison. Yeah, and if anybody wants to,
That's also called "You Shall Not Pass" gas.
Oh.
Hey.
All right, let's see here. Well, Edison, thanks for doing that. And can't wait to read your comment on the Patreon episode later this week.
You shall not.
Everybody subscribe to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/watercooler for that. And get an extra dose of the WWWWC every week. All right. Oh, Messiah Quinones created a poll. What's the best salad? Yeah, because we tried to discuss this.
We talked about this.
last
Didn't we
week.
beat
We
the
have.
salad thing to death?
We're going to beat it a little more, Doss.
All right.
So, in order, number 1 was potato salad. Everyone liked potato salad the best.
All right.
Then is mac salad.
Yeah.
Then
It's number 2?
Then egg salad.
That's my jam.
Where's Caesar salad?
Caesar
Again-
salad's 4. And then Cobb salad. And then last is tuna salad.
Again, this poll is a little weird because it's not entirely accurate. The question is, what's the best non-salad salad?
Yes.
You're now mixing salads in with non-salads,
okay,
which is
yeah,
getting
yeah.
confusing.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dawson's on the same page as him, so maybe we're the ones.
I
that
guess
are
the
confused.
Jello salad doesn't go in there
No.
because that's the worst, probably.
Jello salad? What is a Jello
salad?
salad?
Is the worst.
I've never even
non-salad
heard
salad.
of Jello salad. I always thought the worst was fruit.
Jello salad is like a Jello mold, but
Really?
inside.
Fruit salad? What's the worst non-salad salad?
What's wrong with fruit salad?
It's not as good as any of the other non-salads.
Jello salad is essentially a fruit salad trapped in Jello.
That sounds horrible. Yeah,
it's not.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I'd eat it.
Served with Cool Whip sometimes.
It's pronounced Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Whip.
And I do like the
Whip.
ambrosia salads, too. Now, those are good, too.
I read somewhere, I never thought of this before, but egg salad is technically chicken salad.
That was our Facebook group, Matt. Don't say somewhere. That was our
That wasn't a
Facebook
group.
group.
No.
Where some fan
I
posted
saw it somewhere.
passing off these
Yeah, it was
facts in
good.
his own.
I saw it somewhere.
Which
I
listener
saw it
posted the
somewhere.
69 facts,
Yeah,
Matt?
if he says he saw it somewhere, he's technically not lying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, nice job, Matt.
I don't
I
remember
got
where I
you.
saw it. You know, it's my homepage too. The Facebook group.
'cause it's the best place on the
I'm
internet.
not. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know what's registering.
All right, this next
Anyway.
this next comment, this is from Kenzie Christman.
Sup?
What's up, Kenzie? She wants us to settle a domestic dispute for her.
Okay.
All right. She just wants to know, where does your toaster live? And in the poll, the two top ones were, one was it's always on the counter, never take it off. And number 2 is it only comes out for when we use it, then we put it away. Other ones like we could put it out for a couple of days and we put it away. Where's your toaster? And how are you toasting?
My toaster oven, which is the only toaster I have, is on the counter at all times. Now here we have a toaster oven that only comes out when it's used.
No, it's actually on the counter at all times now.
Oh, is it? We've upgraded.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
nice. It's
Oh,
very
really?
convenient. That's right, Matt.
Because I was going to
Right
say
when
the
you
same
left,
thing
they
as
decided
Gary
to-
and say, yeah, I was the only one using the fucking toaster oven, oftentimes multiple times a day, and I always put it away. And so now that I'm gone, it's out all the time now. Wow.
Is that
Yeah.
is that still the one donated by Luis Maya when we talked about it on
That's
the
the
show?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about
right.
we didn't have a toaster oven. You came
Luis
and
brought
brought
us
one.
Hero.
It should also
oven.
be noted. It should also be noted. I brought an actual toaster into that shop, which I think is honestly at one of Adam's properties. I think he took the toaster thinking it was his toaster, and I was like, I'm not about to question Adam on my fucking $6 Target toaster.
He did that with my DVD copy of First Blood.
If you bring something into this building, you are at risk of that happening.
Yeah.
He just assumes that if it's in this building, it is his property. And
Food included. Yeah.
that's not, food included.
I don't have a toaster, and I feel like Caitlin, geez, dude, you don't have to like, you could throw something
that
at
is
me.
shocking. I mean, you can at least have the toaster oven. That's fine, but neither.
Neither. I just use the.
Oh, you don't like toast?
I just use the actual oven.
yeah.
Sorry,
This is-
I just throw the
Your carbon
broiler on.
footprint is not real
Just the
good here.
broiler. I'll
Yeah.
throw a few
No.
pieces in there, but if I need it, I don't really toast anything. So I
It's because you don't have a
Chris
toaster.
likes to use
That's why.
natural
Get a
gas.
toaster.
Natural gas to toast his
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah, I do.
I want to use fossil fuels, or I'm not doing this right.
I
just
use
to
the
be
jet
clear-
engine of Taylor Swift's plane to heat my toast.
Just to be clear, you just had like 3 events in your life where there were registries involved. You couldn't have fucking asked for a toaster?
I also think
Too focused on your ice cream scoop?
which I didn't freaking get. I don't think Jen really wanted the counter space taken up, nor do we even want to put it away in our cabinet space because those are bulky. So we just thought,
Well, it just comes down to the what it really is. It's not a space issue. You guys just don't eat that much toast.
yeah, that must be
For
it.
bagels.
Yeah, that must be it. If we rarely do toast,
I rarely
broiler,
do
baby.
toast, but I own a toaster.
yeah, is that on
Sometimes.
your counter it all the time? All the time?
No, I'm a number 3 option kind of
You
guy.
don't leave it out, put
It
it
comes
away.
out. Comes out when I need it, and then it'll disappear again in like 4 days later.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this fucking thing away now.
that's what the blender's like for me. But although it's been out all day because I've been into that smoothie craze.
Yeah, I upgraded it from the blender, dude.
You gotta go the bullet.
I went to the
The
magic,
bullet.
I
Yeah,
went the
that's
other
where
way.
it's at.
I started the magic bullet.
Magic bullet rules.
Wasn't enough. I
Blender's
needed
too
more
hard to
power.
clean, dude.
It's not too hard to clean.
No, you can use a magic bullet. You just gotta shake it every now and then,
I'm never eating your smoothies.
and then everything will
I'm never using
come
your
down.
towels.
Okay, this towel thing. I got to give props to. Good luck, Kenzie. Hopefully you guys figure the toaster oven thing out. All right,
Did we come to
Raul,
a consensus on that, or
always on the count. No, I mean everyone's different.
Gentleman's choice.
Yeah. Raul Carvajal, he created a couple of memes, which I loved. They actually made me. They got legit LOLs from me, Raul. So he did what we talked about last week. That the Anakin Is it Padma?
Padme.
Anakin Padme meme, which is probably my favorite meme right now. It's just
It's a good one.
it's so good, and with the text, and they did it kind of the way we described it, but a lot better because I described
More
it very
efficiently?
poorly. Yeah, more efficiently, and it landed. It was exactly what I had in my head. I couldn't relay it correctly.
Well, it's exactly the opposite of what you
Yeah,
had.
so the first one he made Kaylin the farter. Hilarious.
So funny.
Hilarious. And Kaylin, the second face that they use for you, makes me laugh so hard.
Someone said I look like Ben Shapiro with no eyebrows or something.
It's just because it's the close up of you. Oh, it's so good. And then people called him out saying, "Hey, it's
Got
actually
it
the first." And
backwards.
then he made it right. And either way, so I was trying to explain that to Jen, and she's really worried, guys.
She should be.
Yeah,
She's entered
really
into
worried.
a legal agreement to be with you forever.
Not so much. Okay, and by the way,
you don't do it in your own house?
Well, did he do it in her
Or do
parents'
you?
house while she was
Great point.
being
Okay.
courted?
I'll have to bring that up.
if you
to her.
listen
Her
back
parents.
to the
Yes,
tape,
please do.
I'll ask her
if you
parents
listen
about
back
it.
to the tape, I said when you just started dating a girl and you didn't want to, make any disturbance, then you would go muffle it in the
Put a
bathroom.
muffler on it.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. I didn't say, oh, I just go to every party and stroll in and do it, but that whatever. I will clear that up.
I'm pretty sure you took it a step further in the conversation, saying how this was a move. Thank you, Gary. This is a move that you would practice in large group settings. As
No,
well,
I only
if
said that to
memory
freak
serves.
Kaylin out. It's because I tried to make it sound like
Sure
I did
you
it his
did.
thing. But anyway,
Okay,
now
so the
Yeah.
transcript would
Yeah.
show.
yeah, check the tape. Check the tape. That's all I ask. But so Jen is really upset.
Rightfully so. So's Joya.
Not
You brought this on yourself, Chris.
oh yeah. So why is Joy upset?
Because you told that story about 36 hours after coming to Joya's house
Yeah,
and a giant party.
I did tell that.
Let's be
story.
fair.
Nice.
My wife lives in another state, and she was also completely flabbergasted by
Okay.
the revelation of this. She rewashed our towels, even though you haven't even been here yet.
I can't wait for the next boys
Preemptive.
weekend or whatever I go to, and right before people are starting to get ready and okay, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna fart on every fucking towel. and then just ask somebody who's fresh out of the shower.
Well, look what you've done.
Nice
Chris.
towel,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Look, okay.
Yeah, I
Regardless,
farted on
this
it right
is
before
really,
you used it.
This has gone a little out of control. But let me explain why Jen's
It's gonna be
upset.
so good.
Jen says that it sounds the way I told the story and the way that we all talk about it afterwards. It sounds to her as if I do this bare ass. Like
For maximum.
she says that it sounds like I do this bare ass. Like
That image pops into her head when she
and
hears
she's
the story.
very worried that a lot of people are thinking that, and I need to make it clear that that is not true.
That just doesn't even make sense.
Now that-
Why would you want to eliminate a piece of fabric? You're going for
potential,
full muffler,
yeah.
baby.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure it was my pink eye comments that made her think that, but Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, if you're really going for the full effect, drop them drawers before you.
No, Dawson.
No.
No, Dawson, because listen.
I know. One. I understand. We want to muffle it, but
Yeah.
now if you're really just strictly going for the practical joke,
Yeah, if you're trying to destroy your friend, but
you
then
can't
you're
miss that. Yeah.
but then you're legitimately
They need
risking
just to make like a silencer for your butthole, and you just put it.
They do.
It's called a towel.
Or whatever, but it's yeah, Jen was really worried about that, and I thought there's no way people think. She's like, I guarantee you they all think that. You should clear that up.
Now I'm thinking that. I was not thinking that before, but now I'm
It's like I haven't
really
done that
starting to
since Matt's
wonder.
Halloween party. I just yeah, I've been legit since, but
So Joya texted me the picture of the thing from Facebook.
Oh, God.
And she said in all caps, "Please tell me that this was not a discussion about the party that I had at my house." And I assured her it wasn't. And then about a half hour went by, and then she asked me what it was about, and I explained it to her. And as I was finishing explaining it to her, she walked into the bathroom and took all of the towels and walked into the laundry room. Upon explanation, even though I assured her that this did not make sense at an outdoor party with kids, and this
I know how to instill total panic in all of your girls' lives and thus affecting you guys. But anytime I'm at a party at your house, I'm just going to compliment Jen on her lovely towels. I really like your bath towels.
they're very thick.
Chris, where
Very quiet.
Pretty
Where did the
absorptive.
idea-
They really
Where
absorb.
did the idea first come to you? Was this something that you heard somewhere else with friends, or
I feel
you
like
just
this is a
started doing
normal thing. Maybe it was just an instinct, but
It's not.
Look, there are times.
So it's instinct.
Yeah, you stumbled across it.
Instinct.
You know,
There-
I stumbled across something.
I like it. I like it,
was
Matt.
better
I like
than
it, Matt.
You got credit for
That's
that.
good.
Bravo.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Look,
you.
it had to have been in a panic. I was probably at a girl's house, maybe in high school or something. I really liked her, and I had a bubble, and I had to go and
Ew.
just
Like a fart bubble?
I had a bubble. Ew. Stop talking about this. Move on.
Matt
to the next,
asked me.
move on to the next comment for the
Okay.
sake of your marriage.
All right. Well, anyway, it was
Bubble.
I think it was a panic move, and I found something that worked, and I just.
I wonder if you fart into a wet
You've
towel.
been doing it ever
ridiculous.
since.
So why are we still talking? This is like a
Or
4-week.
hold
This is
it
a
a little
4-week
more.
thing. The things that have legs here, it's insane.
Bare ass.
It's a
Chris
FiveBanger.
is going into people's bathrooms, taking his pants off, and farting into
That's
the towel.
insane. That is insane. Thank you. I'm just so glad that you guys
Fantastic.
didn't think that, because that would bother me. That would bother me. So, anyway, thanks, Raul, for those memes, though. They were very funny. All right. Dan Egloff. He says, I was just talking about how much I missed getting to a movie early to watch the trailers. What's everyone's favorite movie trailers of all time? Mine are Social Network, Pineapple Express, and Cloverfield. That's what come to mind first.
All right, Matt. Tell us your favorites.
Let's see. You got to appreciate the filmmakers who actually get the artistic edits on their trailers. So, for example, Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia is a fucking amazing trailer. Also,
That did not
not too long
disappoint.
ago, Jordan Peele Get Out. That trailer was fucking awesome.
Can I turn you off right now like
the
you
Garden
allegedly do
State
with fucking trailers?
trailer was
You
great.
fucking
Well, that was
lunatic.
really more
Very
of a
good.
mood piece than a trailer. I could go on and on.
I don't have a favorite, but I have a most hated trailer, and that is a Netflix movie called Velvet Buzzsaw.
Oh, that was a great trailer.
It was an amazing trailer.
Oh, do you hate it?
It was the worst piece of shit movie I'd ever seen, and the trailer was so good. I was so angry after I watched that movie.
So what they need to do is they just need to hire these trailer editors because obviously they can tell a story.
They got me. They
Yeah,
fucking
they
got me
got
with that
you.
one. Yeah.
My world was forever changed when we were told that sometimes trailers contain stuff that just isn't in the movie.
I was always convinced that.
I held out hope that wasn't the case, and to have it confirmed by an
And
insider.
it
That's
drove me
illegal.
nuts.
It should be illegal.
It should be illegal.
That's false
but it
advertising.
is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first recollection of that was the Mighty Ducks 2, D2. Like I remember something in the trailer that wasn't in the movie, and it would drive me nuts. And then I found out that fact. And I was like, okay, now it all makes sense.
Speaking of which, Mighty Ducks season 2 coming out soon.
Oh, the show?
Yeah, no Emilio.
I don't know about that. As far as trailers go,
Kids are coaching themselves.
Gary, you and I went and watched Jurassic World together, and that movie didn't start for like 35 minutes.
Yeah, it was a lot of trailers.
Every time that green preview screen lit up, it was just getting ridiculous. Like this is getting comical.
By the end of it, people were making audible sounds, and like by the last one, people were like, "Oh my god!"
But there was a point where I loved seeing the trailers. Like I would purposely get to the movies early, and before the trailers would play, you'd have these weird slideshows and maybe some
Trivia
games, some fun facts, whatever. And then you would roll in the trailers, and it was exciting because you had something to look forward to. There was hope.
You know what was always a bummer though was when you went to go see a movie and then all the trailers were for movies that were more exciting than the one you were about to see.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Sorry. I was going to say I went to my first movie at Alamo Draft House. I know that it's a national chain, so I'm assuming that they do this at all the locations. But when we saw Top Gun Maverick, the like commercial part of the theater experience was a bunch of like throwback vintage 80s music videos, international like other movies about airplanes. Like they did this whole pre-show of stuff that was sort of, they were commercials, but it was like a commercial for a Top Gun lunchbox. It was like really vintage curated stuff. And it was so cool because it really did get you pumped up to see the movie because all of the content you were seeing was sort of related to it. So I don't know if they do that at all the locations, but I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah, and is it ArcLight that does the no trailers? It's like, hey, we played the trailers already. We're starting it now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a limit. That was their thing, was that like from the start time that's listed, the movie will start, within 12 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that. Like they guaranteed a short pre-show.
Yeah, and they'd have someone announce it or something too before every movie. They would have you do that too. But yeah, I miss being excited about trailers because we just get them so easily now. And I still hate the trailer, which is like that 3-second clip of the trailer before the trailer starts. It's like boom, 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 boom. You're gonna watch a trailer for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't.
And then they play the trailer. It's like I just saw everything. I saw it all. And of course nobody likes the giving away the whole movie thing too. But it's a tricky game, and I do love trailers though, and I think the editing of trailers needs to be more recognized because that's hard to do, and you're only given, I'm sure, certain approved scenes that you can put in a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, give me an Oscar for that. Best trailer.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a great addition to the Oscar broadcast. You watch the 5 best trailers, space it out like best picture, just throughout the course of the show, and then best trailer.
Yeah, and we could watch the entire trailer, so we could all really enjoy it. Like, oh, we all watched all of these trailers in the middle of the show. I'm down for that. But yeah, as far as trailers go, D3 is probably my favorite one because that got me the most hyped. All right, let's see here. Dan Churchman says, who buys only 6 ice cream sandwiches? There's nearly an empty box of 24 in my freezer right now, and I don't have any F trophies running around. I'm an adult, and I love an ice cream effing sandwich.
Yeah, you got to get the big packs. I find that if you go on the cheaper end, if you get the generic brand ice cream sandwiches from like a Ralph's, like Kroger brand or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking those are always 2 for $5, bro.
I'd eat those.
I feel like
So you get like 24 ice cream sandwiches for $5.
I feel like when it comes to ice cream sandwiches, the cheaper buys, the more generic ones are always the better ones.
They're really good.
Yeah,
that's why I get the
ones,
Neapolitan.
yeah, the
That's how I
fancy
know
ones are-
how to eat a Neapolitan.
Is the ice cream in an ice cream sandwich different than ice cream? Because it feels a little more firm. It's the same. You think?
It's gotta be.
It just depends on what kind of ice cream sandwich you're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like the chocolate cookie sandwich kind, like that Dawson's talking about, like with the Neapolitan. I'm not sure if that. I think Chris might be onto something. That might be a less melty variety.
They might add some stamina
instead of
to it.
If you.
Thank you. They
Yeah,
might add
exactly.
some stamina. Yeah,
Instead of
some staying
You
power.
put 2 cookies on ice cream.
Right.
I don't know. It's all that low budget frozen stuff. Who knows if that is even ice cream?
Yeah. Well, also, I think, and this is this may be an unpopular opinion. Speaking of sub-zero temperatures,
Found the claw's only
Is-
weakness. Sub-zero temperatures!
I think ice cream's better square. That's why I like ice cream sandwiches. I like the angles. And,
What?
And
That's
they're
a rectangle, sir.
well, I like but I'm saying just squared off. Rather than like an ice cream scoop. I kind of want to know. I want to know what it'd be like to get the cube.
Well,
Give
then
me an
how-
ice cream cube.
How do you
And let
feel
me-
about
I would eat that.
the gun?
Oh, the
from,
thrifty or
yeah.
the thrift. Love it.
Because that's got the edges for you, but it's also round.
Yeah, but it's straight edges though, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something. Yeah, cube it for me. I'm gonna next time I get ice cream, can I get that cube? Just cube it. Straighten out the angles there, and I think I'd like that better because I love ice cream sandwiches, and I think part of it is just the way it feels in my mouth.
I feel like we perfected the greatest form of ice cream, which we all know is dot.
No.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Now, Matt, what if
Everybody loved ice cream in dot form.
you got
they're
what if you
gross.
got Dippin' Dots, but instead of little spheres? Let me just hear me out.
cubes.
It's just hear me out.
Dipping cubes.
Yeah.
Pitch it to him as dipping dice.
Oh.
Hold on, let me write this down. Dippin' dice.
Dippin' dice. Yeah. Get the angles. It's just I think it's more sensation for your mouth. It's more stimulating. There's a lot more to feel there. Right? Like you have the
I have to think about this because you're right. I was going to say it melts, but then an ice cube also melts, but that's naturally in a square. Well, not naturally, but it's commonly seen in a square form. Maybe you are onto something, but
I definitely am on
something about the dome.
And then imagine if you're eating and you get a double scoop of ice cream. You get a double scoop. How nicely they would just stack up on top of each other. Because stacking 2 bowls, putting 2 bowls
You
on.
can't double dome it.
Yeah, you don't want.
I agree. It's a little flawed.
Yeah.
The double scoop is flawed by its very nature.
The double scoop is flawed. You're putting 2 balls together when you can have 2 cubes just perfectly straight. And that's why the Neapolitan ice cream sandwich works because they're uniform. So,
Damn.
ice cream makers, Mark Cuban, whomever, hook me up with some squared off ice cream.
This will be our most popular episode yet. This is you have a chance to talk directly to Mark Cuban to pitch this device.
So I think that's what the people want, and maybe you'd save more ice
All
cream.
right, I got it.
Yeah.
It's called the ice cream scooper. We all know that. But
Yeah.
Chris, you sir have invented the ice cream scuber. It's got cube
I heard it.
in the idea.
We already got to dipping dice. I think that was probably how it
Dippin'
was.
Dice
true. I
is
was never
great
gonna
too.
top that.
Dippin' Dice is cool too. But yeah, let's get Todd, our dice guy, on this too. I think he needs to get involved. He knows how to cube stuff. So yeah.
He's got some pretty clever dice. I bet you there's an ice cream dice that he probably already has. It's not actually ice cream, but I bet it looks like it.
It's gonna get messy when you try to roll the dice, though.
You don't have to roll the dice. You eat it.
Man,
Oh,
I
well, then
roll
how do you
the-
know what
I
it
roll
is,
the
though?
dice.
That's true. Yeah. We'll see. But anyway, cube your ice cream, everybody, and let me know how it goes. Let's.
Scuber. Come on. It's
not-
so much better than you gave it credit for.
It's not bad.
I want one.
And then, Tim Machos, he says, I'm way too cool. He was listening to us on, he was listening to our last episode on an OG Winamp player. We were talking about how Winamp is still around. And he's like, I'm
Jalen's
listening to you
like,
guys
"What was that?"
on
That was
Winamp
awesome.
right now. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So, and he says, even better, the moment we start talking about Winamp is at the 69-minute mark.
It's crazy.
So it's exactly 69 minutes on Winamp.
And we're talking about Winamp.
So mind blown. Boom. There we go. That's what this show is. I mean, we did waste the special episode last one, I guess, because Galen came in and we did that Winamp talk, but it's all right.
To your point of the cubed ice cream, have you ever seen the like viral video of how ice cream like is boxed? Where there's like basically just a giant square tube of ice cream that's just constantly coming down, and they're like going in there with a box and pulling it out.
They box around the ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess that would make more sense. Because, yeah, I like that. I would like to see that too. I loved all that, like how it's made videos. And just like, I just like seeing things on a conveyor. Yeah, just the manufacturing volume. It's just satisfying, right?
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, so I enjoy that. But all right, you guys ready to do some? Those are comments, everybody. Thanks again for writing in. Thanks again for sharing with a friend and telling people about this show and being a part of this wonderful, wonderful community. All right, Kalen.
Yo.
We all want to know one thing. Your opinion's what we need. So Kalen, get on that mic. Flick the bean.
Oh, Kalen, flick the bean.
Respect all women.
Today, I am going to be reviewing the movie Prey, which just came out on Hulu on Friday. It's directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who also did 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is super solid. And also was supposed to do the Uncharted movie.
10 Cloverfield Lane. The poster
sequel
is designed by Danny, who designed the resume logo.
Oh, really?
Nothing can stop the
Yeah, that movie was great. The third one, the Netflix one, not so much. Yeah, he was also supposed to do the Uncharted movie, but he dropped out. It stars Amber Midthunder, who was also in The Ice Road, that Liam Neeson movie that I reviewed, which is quite entertaining for not being that good. And then she had a really small
This
role.
one where he was the snowplow guy.
Truck driver.
Yeah, he's like a long distance truck driver.
Long distance truck driver. She had a really
There's also one where he's a snowplow driver.
I believe
Okay.
so.
Okay.
She had a really small role in Hell or High Water. The movie is an hour and 40 minutes. It's got a 92% critic rating and an 81% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And it is the latest Predator movie, but it takes place in 1719. Amber plays Naru, a young Comanche woman who's a trained healer, tracker, and wanting to become a hunter. And so
I'm going to take my headphones off.
So the movie opens.
I want more facts.
The movie opens with an alien spaceship dropping off the Predator, and it's just about this Predator. It just starts hunting, and its only mission is to prove that it is the best hunter, the best predator on this planet. So it just goes to work. Anything it considers to be like a natural predator and a worthy adversary, just squares. So let's square up. Like,
it just wants supremacy.
Yeah,
like
it just wants to prove
it's not
that
really
it can,
trying to eat, harvest.
It has
survive.
no agenda, but just proving that it can kill anything on this planet.
Okay.
And
so it's sport.
yeah, exactly. And the concept is great. Predator versus Native Americans. Like, how would the Native Americans ever stand a chance? This is the first thing you think of. And the Predator itself is awesome. It's the best part of the movie. It's not exactly like the original Predator, but it's really close and has a lot of the same like kind of technology. But it also has kind of like a Native American vibe itself. Like, it has a different helmet that's kind of more animal skull-like.
That's cultural appropriation.
We'll see.
Sculptural appropriation.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
I think you just beat Dippin' Dice. That's awesome. Matt just lost out on that gem.
The Predator certainly doesn't disappoint. The movie is action-packed. There's plenty of killing. The directing is great. You do kind of have to remind yourself.
He tried to put his headphones back on, and you kept talking. You took them off.
You have to like remind yourself that this isn't like a major studio blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
It's a streaming original movie and Hulu at that. So that's kind of a tough one. But when you watch it under that lens, very good.
Oh.
The acting is okay. You know, it's not the best, and some of the characters are very silly at times.
Not the best Predator performance.
Yeah, I know.
No, the Predator performance is fantastic. It's the caricatures of some people from that time that just make it like just very silly at times.
Shimani the Donko Wachi, Bishmielo.
Grazie.
There's some really cheesy lines in there for sure. The writing isn't, quite up there, but the action is very good and it is very violent. Let me say that. It can be very violent at times, but you do want just a little bit more. There's enough killing in the movie where you're not disappointed, but there's just a couple instances where you're like, oh, the Predator is about to fuck this dude up, and you're like waiting for that great kill, and then the camera just cuts away and it just turns into like an average kind of throwaway kill. You go, oh man, that was
Throwaway kill.
Yeah.
That sucks.
There's a couple really good ones, but a ton of other instances where you think something very memorable is going to happen, and then it's just like, oh, it's just kind of a bit of a throwaway. It's a super fun movie, and I would say hands down the best Predator movie since the original.
Oh.
They've tried to do a lot of Predator movies, and this one is definitely the best one.
Better than AVP?
Better than AVP.
Not tough. Not tough to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin, zip it with your terrible opinions. That film is excellent.
AVP is such dog shit. I was fucking 17 when that movie came out.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, this is fucking dog shit.
What does that have to do with
That was
beach
the
volleyball?
core demographic.
The opening of that movie is pretty brutal, if I remember rightly. It's like a father and son out in the woods hunting, and then they both just get murdered very violently.
All right, I would take the headphones back off. Stop spoiling scenes.
You've
Caitlin.
seen it. That movie, you said it came out when you were 17.
He's talking about AVP.
I'm talking about AVP.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
No.
There's a delay. You understand, right?
Yeah, right. No, this is a fun movie. You're not going to be disappointed watching it. It's just, again, those handful of moments where I was hoping there would be a little more punch and didn't quite get it, which left me a little bit bummed out. It really reminded me of Nachos.
Oh, okay.
Hear me out here.
I'm listening.
Oh,
I'm
I
all
hear me
ears
out here.
now.
I get it. I get
All
it.
right.
See, you're getting a good amount of the good chips,
Uh-huh.
with the meat, cheese, the guac, the sour cream salsa, all of it. But you also got to kind of settle for some of those outer rim chips. They don't quite hit as hard as those middle chips, and
Right.
you feel a little disappointed by it.
Right. They did a whole skit on this, and I think you can leave. You should leave now.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I think you should leave.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like it would be nice if all the chips were as loaded as those center ones, but sometimes you got to settle for the more bland ones.
Sure.
So like nachos, Prey is flickable. 8.6 out of 10.
Wow. That's a tough score. That's a pretty good score.
I might watch it.
Now,
You could watch it.
Caleb.
Yeah, you could watch it.
Don't tell me what I can do.
I don't know if you listened to our latest Patreon, Kalen.
I did.
But or maybe you were part of it. I don't even remember
not the
anymore.
Patreon.
Okay, I was gonna say if you are thinking that nachos are lacking in any way, you can try Gary's new invention, the nacho gazpacho.
No.
There's not going to be rim edge chips in the nacho
No,
gazpacho.
every bite's the same.
I think I'm
All
going to
blended
pass on the
together.
nacho gazpacho.
Where every bite's the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
So good.
Dawson looks intrigued.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Gestapo, and that's a whole different plate of nachos.
The Nacho Gestapo.
real.
That's who.
That's a real different.
That's who. That's who Gary got nachos from at AMC theaters.
Right.
They only gave him salsa.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Well, great review, Kalen. I'm intrigued, man. I might have to watch.
You will definitely be entertained. And I was listening to the Patreon episode, and someone asked about the Netflix show Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh.
I fucking love that show. First season was great. Second season, not so much. But then it came back strong with the third season. So if you've never seen that show either, do yourself a favor.
I will also say you referenced that director fell out from the Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
I watched it. It's not as bad as I was expecting.
Uncharted?
Yeah,
I like it.
it's okay.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's as far as
not plain.
video game movies,
Which are
that's
notoriously
notoriously bad. That's the closest they've come to a good one.
Yeah.
I will watch that at some point.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, if you just need something in the background, it's not offensive. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I had a good time watching it. All right, Matt, you want to do a Shay before we get out of here?
Absolutely, man. It's the FiveBanger.
Let's go.
Do one. Go. Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey Matt.
What's on the menu for Chez Fond du Lait?
Well, let me tell you guys about a place called the Moonshine Grill. Now, I first heard about this place through, I think it was our Facebook group. Somebody posted about this place and said I should try it out.
It's right after you
And
saw that
I have
picture.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm plagiarizing once again. But this place is sort of on the edge of what's known as Dirty Sixth. I talked about it briefly when I was telling you guys about my attempt to go to a reggae night. So that was the first time I ever went to this place, but I've gone back several other times.
To reggae night or just 36th?
No. Dirty Six, and then this particular restaurant I'm telling you about right now, Moonshine Grill. So it's a huge space. There's indoor, outdoor seating, and there are not one, not two, but 3 different bars on this property. The first one is very traditional, like restaurant bar, just kind of in the main lobby. But if you go out toward the patio, you get sort of directed to a waiting area. And the first time I looked to my right, I assumed it was just the kitchen, but it is in fact a second bar on the property. It's like a patio bar, but it's sort of enclosed. It doesn't really seem like a place that you could go into and have drinks. But I mentioned a few weeks ago, I have a friend who's a rocket scientist. Just throw that out there again. But my rocket scientist friend and I put back, I can't even tell you how many freaking cocktails at this bar, to the point where the bartender was getting a little nervous for us, but we had an absolute blast there. And there's actually a third bar there, Gary's favorite kind, the Speakeasy, the kind that you got to know and be in the know if you want to go. And I actually have yet to go to this Speakeasy, but I really do want to try it. I heard it's amazing.
Did you just talk?
What really sets the...
Wait, so you're talking
What's
about, you say, so you're saying you just teased a Speakeasy that you haven't been to?
Yeah.
That's fucking goddamn right.
Okay. Is this worse than Matt taking a picture of the table next to him
it was
and
the
saying,
Moonshine
talking
Grill
about their
first.
food?
Was it the
Well,
last
from the
episode where he
outside.
had stolen the menu?
That was the last one, yeah. He took their menu home.
Colors.
Matt, how do your parents feel that you're going to eat on Dirty Sixth?
They're so proud. They're so proud. They're coming to visit, and I'm going to show them Dirty Six. They're going to have quite a time out there.
I know, we're going to hang.
I got drunk on Dirty Six. It's a great place to drink Lone Star and listen to a shitty band in the corner.
Oh, Lone Star, the
Really,
Texas
like
beer.
it's Dirty Six that's the place.
It sounds good. I'd eat there.
All
go
right,
to
so
Pittsburgh.
the Speakeasy.
Well, it's a big street.
No, I did on that street.
Okay.
I'll find the place.
Yeah, 6th Street's huge. There's stuff all over the place. I've been featuring different parts of 6th Street throughout these last few months on my Shea segments. If you're paying close enough attention, you could map everything out, Chris.
Okay. Give me a second.
Anyway, this place, the food. Let me tell you about the food, because that's really what sets it apart. It's good old-fashioned Southern cooking. And my wife got the shrimp and grits, which had the Creole sauce, the spicy ham, huge portions, creamy grits, absolutely incredible. And I had a dish that I really only get in Mammoth, which I'm missing hardcore right now, because I know you guys are going on your dark week, which is normally when I would go to Mammoth. But
Matt just brought up
rainbow
Mammoth.
trout.
Happy FiveBanger,
I gotta bring it up.
It was on my
That's
bingo
right.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the rainbow trout is a dish that I would get up at Mammoth, and it's been many a year since I've had it. And at this place, Moonshine Grill, they have seared rainbow trout. It comes with bacon, cornbread stuffing, which I feel like would be pretty high up on your esteemed stuffing list, Kaylin.
Is it served
I'm
whole?
intrigued. Is there any fruit
Is it served
in it?
whole? No. It's like filleted fish. No, there's no fruit in it.
Good.
No fruit in it. Bacon, cornbread.
Yeah.
It's also served with some chili sage butter, and the sage was really the sort of overpowering flavor. Not overpowering, just the dominant flavor, which was incredible. It was just really like a creamy, beautiful fish. It was amazing. We ended up getting a banana pudding for dessert. I didn't realize it, but the chocolate peanut butter dessert has been featured on Food Network. I don't know which show, but when I looked it up later, I saw that. And so I have to go back and try that. So I guess I'm once again mentioning something I haven't had as part of my segment and experience, but whatever.
We love to hear
This is
it.
how it goes. Yeah, exactly. So the Moonshine Grill, again, I've been there several times. I'll definitely be taking my family there. And it's just a great place if you're in Austin for a short period of time. Definitely check it out. That's what's on the menu.
Hey, all right.
That's what's off the menu.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
I know. All right. Well, thanks, Matt. You made me hungry just now with all that talk too. Moonshine Grill. You didn't drink any moonshine? Can you sell moonshine?
I don't know.
Yosemite John made the greatest moonshine.
Yeah,
but you could
that's
sell
Yosemite
it.
John. Like, can you get moonshine?
He sold it to his friends.
I don't think you can get it at a bar now.
You can't just order moonshine at the bar like they.
I mean, you can.
No,
order,
it's become a thing, but it's commercialized. Like it's not.
You can order Everclear in some states. That's about as
Yeah.
close as you come.
Yeah.
I'm looking right
the
now.
real moonshine, you'd have to jump through way too many hoops to be able to actually sell that shit.
Real moonshine, you
If
just
you
go
go to
work
like
for
a Total
comedian and
Wine, you
someone
can
will
get
hand you a
moonshine.
mason jar at a show.
That's happened.
Just don't drink it during the show.
Well, does the moonshine have to be like made in a tub on a full moon or something like that?
We've had moonshine. Yeah. There's a still. A friend made a still in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes, we had moonshine that was 180 proof, 90% alcohol.
See? Yeah, that'll. I had that Yosemite John's apple pie moonshine. I still remember it. Delicious. Yeah, it's really really good. Yeah, I'm down to try some moonshine.
Should give him some Chris apples and see if he can incorporate
Yeah, maybe I'll make some moonshine with my Chris apples. All right. Well, anyway, thanks, Matt. Loved that Shay as always, and I think that will do it for today's FiveBanger. You guys want to go around and do our plugs?
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just slides right off the tongue. All right. Well, Doss, why don't you go first then with your plug? What should we go check out?
Well, I got this box in the mail, and I just want to say that Mike Saliba from Axehead Watches could be the greatest troll of all time if he just sent me like a plug inside here.
Could have cut the tape.
There was a box
beforehand.
that said Axehead Watches, and he said,
We've gotten one of these before, but it had wine
you
in
thought
it.
you were getting a watch.
Oh, yeah. So
But
Mike
it's
Saliba
just
from
a,
Axehead Watches. Yeah.
Look at that. So my plug is for Axehead Watches because I believe there's a watch inside here.
Oh.
Which is super cool of Mike Saliba at axeheadwatch.com.
I really hope that's not a watch.
I don't know. See, that's the thing.
like a watch.
He could be
It
the
does look
greatest
like a
troll in the
watch.
world. He could be the greatest troll in the world. Inside here,
Like if one of those
just
funny
says,
things popped
Fuck
out. like
you,
the thing of
Dawson.
beans.
Or could
That's
be
a cool
weed.
case. That's a watch.
Remember when you opened
That is
the
a nice
microphone and
looking
there was weed in
watch.
it?
Holy shit. That's
at
a
this
wooden
thing.
watch. That's pretty fucking sweet,
Look at that
dude.
band. It's a wooden band with links and everything.
That is crazy,
Where are the other three
dude.
boxes?
Hey, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'm wearing this thing.
This is nice. Yeah, that's hot looking.
Yeah, it's a good color. That's
a real
everything. That's
watch.
perfect. Thank you,
That's
dude.
a real watch. Pass that down. Mike Saliba coming in clutch.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. And thanks for the wine, bro.
That's too kind of you.
One of our esteemed Patreon top tier Malo Money subscribers.
Look
by
at
the way.
that.
Big fan. Big
Is that a
fan.
bill? Oh wow, that's a
that
novel.
would be great.
Yeah, it's a long letter. You can read
Let's
that.
see.
You can read that on your private
Yeah.
time. All right, Kalen, what do you suggest we check out?
I suggest you all check out our Patreon, in which you can get great shows,
Great
and movie
idea.
nights, and hangouts. It's a good time.
It's totally a good time. And we just did a movie night. We watched Double Team with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And Dennis
and
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. And you guys should watch it and find out which one of us are circumcised. All right, Matt, what's up with you?
Stop plugging it that way.
Oh, Mike Saliba said, no need to mention it on air. It's a gift, not a plug.
Well, you didn't understand the assignment.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, I guess I'll also plug axeheadwatch.com. Why not? Patreon.com/watercooler.
Yeah.
Follow me on
He lists his
Twitter
arm.
at Matt
He's wearing the
Fondelier.
watch. Show me your hands, boy.
There you go.
Let's see your wrist.
You got an Axe Head watch on right there. Is he sending these to everybody but me and Kaylin?
No, I'm just being a nice guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Just giving one of our big supporters a little bit of love because he's been a major supporter for us, sir.
He
There you go.
has. Yeah. He's been a loyal Patreon subscriber. All right. Gary, step with you.
Follow the Reasonable Doubt YouTube channel, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. We're covering a story right now that really no one is covering, and Mark and I are pretty confused by it because usually people will write articles based on our podcast, and so we're surprised it's not being picked up. So we'll be covering it in even more detail until it gets wider.
What's the story? What's the story?
You know what? It's really not for this particular.
Tease it.
It's really not for this particular podcast because it's pretty heavy in its subject matter. But
I see. Gary just wants to keep it for reasonable
Gotcha.
doubt. He doesn't want to get Watercooler can pick it up. That people. No, he
You
doesn't.
don't want Watercooler to pick this up.
Here's what I'm saying. I gave Kaylin the
You do
inside
not
line on
want
this.
one,
It let's just say it ruined my whole weekend. But there's a.
Matt's 69 facts ruined my whole day.
This is worse than that.
Okay.
There's a
buddy.
there is a local scandal breaking in Adam and Mark's community, and we are the only people really covering it right now. So go
Gotcha.
check it out.
All right. That's a great tease. Reasonable doubt, everybody, on YouTube or anywhere you find podcasts. And as for me, my band's playing at San Clemente, the Fiesta Festival,
That's gonna be fun.
this Sunday. Stage 1, 4 p.m. We're playing. We're playing like an hour set, so we're gonna have a good old time. And lastly, just want to thank everybody once again for sticking around with us for 5 whole bangers, and we really appreciate it. We none of us could have ever imagined this, and we just. It's an honor. It's such a privilege to be able to just hang out and still be able to have other people involved, and it reaches far and wide and affects people. It's wild to us, and we couldn't be more appreciative of all of you. So thank you so much, and we will keep it going.
We're off next week, so we'll be
Oh,
back.
we are, yeah.
Yeah. Patreon, we'll figure something out, but for this show, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. So thank you again. We love you, and goodbye.